I'm working up a totally new blobbing tail. Like I mentioned before, I'm putting my Jordan cycle kind of on the shelf with the main character, David Orth. Well, I changed his name, didn't I? Last iteration. So Michael Ignatius is the name of the last iteration. But I'm putting that on the shelf because I need to get better as a writer. I need to really practice writing. And this story that I'm working on, it's been in my head for a while, and it's in the world. I've been doing this world building for the Jordan cycle. I've been doing the world building for 28 years. Um, and that's the only connection this has. This is in that world. It's a globic tale. Glob is the name of the world. But the actions take place hundreds of kilometers away. I mean, it's not Georgia; it's in another country. So they are only linked because it's the same world. But this story has been percolating in my head for a while about a retired army officer who he has taken his retirement, and he's bought a boat, river boat, not like sailboat, but a river boat, and it's a small craft, and his plan is to explore. There's this river that hasn't been charted, so he's going to explore. But he's also got a plan that he's not telling people. It's also a treasure hunt because there have been rumors of something. Well, there used to be rumors, and he heard something about the green egg. And that's the name of the story. I think that's going to be the title. There might just be a chapter. I don't know. But something about the green egg, and what it is it's a giant emerald, and it exists in this rainforest, and the river runs into the rainforest, but it's not charted. Um, my inspiration for this it came from the real life, the Amazon River basin, because the Amazon River, you know, I need to do some research because I don't know if it's charted now. But there was a time, whenever I was a kid, I remember reading in a book about they weren't sure how long the river was because it went into the rainforest. You know, for a long time, I guess it had been uncharted, and that's where I was kind of my inspiration for this story came from. And it's been sitting in the back of my head, and I'm going to start writing it. Tomorrow night, going to my first write-in. My anxiety from the last write-in, Nevermore edits, my critique group that I go to. The last write-in, I think it was about a month ago, 3 weeks or so ago. I didn't go to, mostly because of anxiety. I didn't want people to see that I'm really not a writer. I've never sat down and written for 2 hours, which I don't know if that's exactly what happens. Maybe they chit chat a while. I don't know how the writing will work, but I'm taking the pen, taking this spiral that I've been writing in, because I'm going to do Green Egg much the same way I did my Jordan Knights, which became Red Knights. That Jordan cycle, first book in the Jordan cycle, I had written in spirals. This, I don't know. the 2014 draft. I don't know. I think that's when I started the spirals. I wrote them in spirals and then transcribed it onto a Word document. So I went from rough draft. That's how I went from rough draft to second draft on the computer. That's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to write in a spiral and then transcribe onto Google Docs. I'll type it in. But before, I'm not going to jump right in and start writing the story. I'm going to do, like I've got this sheet where I've written the character names and little brief descriptions. I'm going to actually flesh the descriptions out a little bit. Because I've learned how important it is that the writer knows the background of a character, even if it's not in the story. It's important. So if I take a critique group and they have 15 pages of this novella and Pave, this Sheikhan pilot is mentioned. They say, what does he look like? Because maybe I didn't describe it well enough. But what does he look like? And I'll be able to give them a description of what I see in my head, and then I'll know it needs to go into the next draft. But see, the writer should know stuff like that. I do know what he looks like, for the most part. But I'm going to write character descriptions and try to write like a page each, and it's not a big cast, but there are some main characters. Sticking up weird on the side. So a new globic tail. It says a new phase in the globic tails. There's going to be a lot. I think I've got 4 or 5 novels in my head, full-length long novels. This is not going to be it might grow. I don't know. The idea that I have is only going to be 150 pages or something. I mean, it's going to be novella. But it might be longer when I get done. But it'll help me hone my talents. And if it's a publishable novella, I can publish it. It'll be the first Globic Tales to actually be published. I don't know what's going to happen. The future holds much.